Hi everybody, it's Cecilia from Jilby Delivers, and today I'm going to show you how to make a fresh apricot crisp. Like many of you guys, I'm sure, we have this apricot tree in the back that's just overflowing with apricots. So we just picked these apricots. There's actually 4 pounds of them. They're still warm from picking. And we're going to go ahead and make a crisp, and we're also going to toss these apricots in a little of this liqueur called Di Serono. And this liqueur is made with, it's made actually out of apricot kernels that taste a lot like almonds. So sort of the flavors of almonds and apricots really go well together. So first thing we're going to do is slice up these apricots. So I have my 4 pounds of apricots that have been washed and quartered, and I've gone ahead and put 1/3 cup of the Amaretto Di Serono in these, and also I'm going to go ahead and put 1/2 cup of sugar. And then if you don't want to use the alcohol, that's fine, but you'll up the sugar. I'm also adding the juice of 1/2 lemon. I think it adds a really nice brightness to it. And then to finish this off, I'm going to put in 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. If you don't use the alcohol, you don't have as much liquid in it, so then at that point you'd really only need to use 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. So now everything is ready for us just to mix together. And then we're going to spoon this into our pre-buttered baking pan. And I'm using a pretty large size. This is a lot of fruit. And I'd like it to be a little bit shallow because I want a lot of crisp over top all of the apricots. So now here are my apricots in the pan, and they are all prepped and ready to go. And now we're going to make our crisp topping. For our crisp topping, we're going to add 1 1/3 cup of flour to our food processor. This comes together super duper quick. It's really nice. Then I have 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda, not baking powder. You definitely want to use baking soda here. And then 2/3 cup brown sugar. And I'm just gonna pulse this for a few seconds till it combines. Now that it's combined, I'm going to go ahead and add in 10 tablespoons of cold unsalted butter that I've cut up into little squares. I'm just going to pulse this for a few seconds again till all the butter gets incorporated into our flour mixture. Our final step is to add 1 cup of old-fashioned oats, just the regular kinds, not the quick cooking. And we're just going to pulse this again for another couple seconds. You can see how the butter is sort of incorporated and it's a little clumpy. I'm going to go ahead and transfer this into a bowl, and we'll clump it together and put it over top of our apple. Clump this together, and then we're just going to scatter it over the top of our apricots. This is just a great basic recipe. You could use the same crisp topping if you wanted to put raspberries or blackberries or even other stone fruits like nectarines or peaches. It's just a great basic summer recipe. There's lots of other things you can do with some of the fruit that you might have in your backyard too. So one thing that's really nice to do with all these extra apricots is to make an apricot tart. You can use sort of a frangipane filling. Again, apricots and almonds just really do well together. They just taste delicious together. So that's sort of nice. So anyway, I'm just going to cover the top with our crisp topping, and then we're going to bake it in a 375-degree oven for about an hour. Then once it comes out, we're actually going to let it rest at least an hour so some of those juices and the cornstarch get the chance to get a little thicker. And then I'll serve this probably with vanilla ice cream tonight. You could also use whipped cream. And here's our apricot crisp straight out of the oven. You can see it's a nice golden brown color. We've got some juices bubbling out over the side, and we are going to let this rest for at least an hour and serve it with vanilla ice cream. Enjoy. So here is our final product. The crisp is nice and crispy on top with these really luscious apricots at the bottom. I think you guys will love it.